Morning. Bit of a van update today. Had to borrow some ladders for a gutter job I had this morning. I've started doing gutters and stuff because I've got some new bits. It looks a bit cramped. Looks a bit cramped in here, but everything's actually got its place apart from this at the minute. It's my new Gardner backpack. And that goes with my new Gardner water-fed brush. It's a 22 foot. Very pleased with it. I've got the 50-degree nozzles on the end. That's for applying my chemicals to hopefully get it nice and soapy. Got some TFR in the back there somewhere. And I can either do it from the customer's tap with just water, or I can put some chemicals in the backpack. And I've read the instructions, it says you can do that. I've gone for the hose lock connector. You can use chemicals in these, but you've just got to flush them out and run them through with clean water. So that's fine. I've got my vac, my Screwfix Titan. Everything's sort of got its place now. I've moved the machine over to there. It's easier to pull start from that side. I could fit everything in a bit nicer. I've got some tissue hanging here. Always need some tissue and I can't find any. And I've got something to show you with this. I've upgraded it. So I'm at my girlfriend's mum's house today, just to do the gutters all the way around. It's quite a large property. I don't think they're too bad. I know the conservatory at the back's clogged up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be too difficult. I'd like to clean this roof though. It's huge. So what I've done with this, the hose that was coming out before, if you've watched the last video, you'll see that I had it's like a 38mm hose coming out of here, the one that comes standard with the Titan. But my poles that are in the roof box are 50mm. And so anything I suck up through them poles, if it's big enough chunks, it's going to get clogged by the time it gets down to here. And so I thought, well, it's got this little thing on here, so I'm going to have to find something that will suit that and clip round like the original one does. But actually instead, I found one from a pond shop, which I'll show you now. And it just pushes in, it squeezes in perfectly. No loss of suction. 50mm hose. And it was cheaper. I found some, it's like suction hose from B&Q and Screwfix and stuff, but this was actually cheaper. And it's proper heavy duty stuff. Like I'm trying to bend it, look, it's tough stuff compared to the original. Oh, I got 3 meters of it because it was about £7 a meter, which is quite reasonable, I think. And that actually, it's going to be hard to do with one hand, but that does. It just pushes in there. Nice and tight. And then this end, I don't need any clamps or anything. This end just goes over the 50mm poles. It's perfect. I'm going to use it for the first time today, and I'll let you know how I get on. Just had another look, and they are actually pretty bad. They're quite sludgy. Some leaves, some moss. There's a CCTV cable running down the middle. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I might have a bit of a problem getting underneath that overhang. This is only ground floor, so I could scoop it out with my hands, but I want to do as much as I can with the vac. I've already done a bit over there. You can't really see it at the minute, but I'll update you. Bear with. It's going well. I've only got it on the small pole at the minute. It's doing really good, no blockages so far. don't know if you can see, not made a bad job of it. Although I have just broken this off by standing on it, so I'm gonna have to repair that with a bit of cement. Not good. Just on the top, learnt a bit of a lesson there doing the top one. I suppose always start from the top, because I was clearing stuff out from up there and it was landing back into the gutter I'd already cleaned. Sounds like common sense, but if you hadn't done it before, I don't suppose you'd know. I've got another pole as well that I could use. I'm impressed with the reach on this, and it's not too bad on the arms. I'm a bit out of breath, but going well, going good so far. I'm happy with it. No blockages. I'm pleased. So I'm struggling a little bit. Nothing wrong with the back itself. It's just, I think it's the tip I've got on there. These roof tiles overhang quite a lot, and I'm struggling to get in underneath. So I've already cleaned all this one out, but you can see there's a whole section underneath where the nozzle's not quite doing it. So I'm thinking, I don't know if switching to this one would even help, to be honest. It might do at a certain angle. Thinking about trying to squash it down even further, because for this one, the conservatory roof, it's so tight. I don't even know if I'm going to get this one in there. Literally on the very limit. I'll have to pull the gutter down a little bit. I'm thinking about squashing it. I don't know. Don't want to ruin it. What would you guys do on that? Do it by hand? I could do it by hand. I've got a ladder with me. I'm on a ladder right now. I've filled this right up. Forgot how many litres that is, but it's quite a lot. I'm going to go empty it down the bottom of the garden in the compost and then carry on. So I've done front and back. It's going well. There we go. Look at the size of that pile. This little mushy propping up these twigs. Am I weird for appreciating stuff like that? I don't know. This is what I'm having to do. I'm shoving the vac in the gap and then just getting the trowel and just pulling it all in. Doing a good job, to be fair. Yes. Yes. Whoever's built this, look at that. Look at that gap. It's worse on this side than it was on the other side. Oops. Right. It did good. I'm happy. The cleanup takes longer than I expected, with having to sort of wash out all my tubes and wash out the container and empty all that out. And the setup and the breaking all the poles down and putting them back in the bag and all that sort of stuff takes a bit longer than I expected, but I've learnt a lot. I'll take you around the conservatory in a minute so you can see. Clean the outside of the gutters. I haven't cleaned the windows, I've just wiped them down. But they do look a bit better. And I can't really show you inside because it's so bloody tight up there. Done all this. So yeah, very happy. I'll put a link down in the description for all the items that I bought to make this gutter vac work. And I'll also put in the garden a pole as well, just so that you know which one I'm using. Yeah, good day, busy one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.